Alright guys, welcome back for another showcase. This is episode 2, and let me introduce what's behind me here for the episode 2. We've got a 2016 Dodge Challenger RT Scat-Pack in Go Mango Orange. Really cool color. This does have some aftermarket mods. You see it's lowered a little bit. The front wheels got some camber on it. And yeah, so we're gonna go over everything about the car just like last time and then give it a rating. So let's start with the outside. Like I said, Go Mango Orange. I'm not sure why it says SRT right here when it is indeed an RT. That I have no idea. If somebody knows, let me know. The VIN comes back and everything to an RT. I don't know if somebody did that or something had got messed up. I'm not sure. So see, very aggressive front fascia here. Got the halo rings. We got a nice little lip down there. Cool lip. Come around to this side. See the car a little bit better. I really do like this color. So we get low here, we've got some matte black wheels with some Brembo brakes. Yes, this thing has Brembos on it. They're not actually that big, surprisingly, but they are still Brembos. Moving along down the side of the car. Dodge did this retro styling with when they brought back the Challenger in the late 2000s, early 2010. And they've kind of kept the same structure since then. So not much has changed even in 2016, and I mean even today in 2021, but this is a 2016, so they all pretty much look exactly the same. Come around to the back. There we go. We've got a SRT emblem there on the little wing. Again, I am not sure. I think somebody put the SRT ones on this because, correct me if I'm wrong, but it says RT on the Carfax, so I don't know. Of course, you got really wide tires in the back, and if you look at it from this angle, you can really see where I'm talking about when I say it has camber. That is not factory. So we got some nice tail lights, the updated tail lights from 2015, and yeah. So let's dive in to the drivetrain. So we're gonna pop the hood for this. Okay, 2016. Let's see what we got. And look at the, all right, already I have to say something here. 2016 RT Challenger has struts, hydraulic struts. And if you watched the last episode where I did the Camry TRD, it did not have struts. So that's what I mean when I was disappointed in the last video. Anyways, if you missed the last video, go watch it. Anyways, right here we have a 6.4 liter V8, the Hemi V8. Dodge been doing it since, I don't know, I can remember. It's got 485 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque. And yeah, it's got an 8-speed automatic transmission. This isn't the manual. 8-speed auto though. Should be plenty of gears. Should have no reason to get the 8th gear. And one cool thing about the Scat Packs here that I want to say is, if anybody didn't know this, Dodge, to earn the Scat Pack name, the car had to be a sub 14-second quarter-mile time in order for it to be named Scat Pack. So this car here runs 14 and sub in the car. I don't know the exact time, but it's cool that they've done that. So that's all you're going to see under the hood. Again, nothing special. They've been doing the Hemis like this since day one. Not a lot's changed. There's no supercharger on this like, you know, the Hellcats are. Not a lot's changed. All right, let's go to the inside now. This is my favorite. Let's critique what no one else critiques, the interiors. So first thing, really basic. You do have the option to move your mirrors, which was weird because the TRD didn't have that. And now this does. Again, pretty bland, just plastic black interior. The seats are bolstered, which is kind of cool. Kind of give that performance aspect of things. We do have back seats, fully functional back seats. And yeah, let's actually get in. Okay, now that we're on the inside of the car, we can kind of dive in and take a look at some of the features. Very, very old school, but we still have the turn knob lights, so you can turn your headlights on from the turn knobs. Basically, this whole section here is out of every single Dodge car of this era has this exact setup here. We've got the dimmers for the gauge clusters, and then the trunk release. Onto the steering wheel. Again, hands-free calling. I said last video that it's pretty standard to see hands-free calling in a car. Then we got cruise control over here. And yeah, push button start. All right, let's actually start this thing. All right, first thing I'm going to do, we're gonna pop the door here so we can get a nice sound of that exhaust. Oh yeah. That is one thing that I give Dodge props for. Their cars sound really good. Of course, that's just the V8. So, they do sound really good though. I'll give them that. Oh yes. We've got our center console here, or our center screen. And really, it's pretty much a bunch of Dodges all have the same setup. But surprisingly, this has a lot of options. So let's kind of dive in here. So we've got all the way to the left, we've got the radio, which I'm going to turn down because you know why. We got AM, FM, Sirius XM, basic stuff. Yeah. We got media here, so you can do a Bluetooth, or I believe there is a, yes, USB right here, and some cigarette outlets. All right, we've got right here, performance control. This is something that a lot of performance spec Dodges they have it, and I love it. I love that this is an option. You can see we got launch control. We can activate launch mode, RPM set up for launching. Just basically, if you want to have fun with this car, this is the page you go to. And I'll say I love that this has it. It caters to the performance and the people that want to go fast and are into performance. And this car does it perfectly. Okay, back we got a whole app screen here. App manager, pretty self-explanatory. We've got an assist there. Climate control. Let's click there. Look at this. We've got a bunch of different modes here. They're kind of basic, but we got a touchscreen UI instead of the buttons. We can set temperature here. Basic auto. Okay. Kind of what you'd expect. Back to the app page. Notices here. You get your oil change notices. You get obviously we're not connected to Uconnect, but you can do that. If we scroll down, oil change due. Bunch of notification you can set up through the car, which is pretty cool, just like the Camry. Again, we already seen performance pages. Look at this, mirror dimmer. Oh, it's a toggle on the thing. So what's cool is there's no more like thing up here. It's all right here, so you can toggle on and off from here. So it's all electronic, which I think is pretty cool. All right, phone, radio, and screen off. So everything is pretty much self-explanatory. I went through all the things that you might have questions about. Let's go lower here. Here we've got sport mode. So there we go. We've got traction control and sport. So you can change it right here. Okay, we got super track pack. That activates the performance pages here. So that's cool. So we're just gonna go to regular sport. I'm gonna turn off the performance pages. And then we've got all the knobs down here for your climate and stuff. The gear selector here is pretty, it's been the same for a while. It's standard in every car of Dodge makes. It's the same thing. You got plus, minus there, and PR and D. So that's about it. Again, this interior isn't like one to take note about. It's not something to write home about. It's bland. It's, you know, just plastic black everywhere. There's no accents of any red or anything except the gauge cluster. So that's weird. I thought maybe they'd have something. They do down here on those. I don't know if that's factory or aftermarket. Let me know. If it's factory, cool, but why didn't they do it anywhere else type of thing? All right, let's go ahead and shut the car off. Okay, let's pop the trunk. We're gonna take a look back there. A lot of room. You have a lot of room back here. And this is something that is comparable to the Mustang, right? Where in the Mustang, there's not a lot of room back here. Okay, let's get a sort of last overview. Again, I love it. Goat Mango Orange. I'd say it's probably one of the best colors to have on one of these cars. Very aggressive front. This car is very, very aggressive. And it lives up to it. I think it does it well. There's nothing that stands out to me as too much on the exterior. I think it's subtle and it does it just right. All right, guys, so the 2016 Dodge Challenger RT Scat-Pack. We've come up with an average of a showcase score of 73. 80, 80, and 60, so 73. I would say this. It's good in some places, like the drivetrain's good, the exterior is really good. But the interior, I'm just hitting interiors like they're bad. And honestly, this is so bland. It's really bland. However, it does have more features than the TRD, which is why it ranked higher. But it's still bland. 60 is a terrible score for an interior, especially of this modern era of cars. Anyways, so 73, it actually ties the TRD Camry. However, we're going to then break our cars down into categories. So the TRD Camry will be in a four-door sedan, kind of, I don't know, luxury class. And this will be in a two-door coupe muscle class. So we don't have like apples to oranges type of thing. We have kind of, you know, a set score, but they're subcategorized in the subcategories of where they belong, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it for this car. My final thoughts: it's a pretty good car. It does what it's purposed to do well as performance, and it just, to get an overall score high, you have to, at least on the showcases, you have to have good exterior, good interior, and good drivability. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining in. I know it's really hot. I'm going to get out of here. But thank you, guys. Be sure to leave your feedback in the comments below, what you think of the show and what you think of this car. In particular, do you think I judged it fairly? Did I miss anything? And stuff like that. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next episode.